Previously on Balls.
Hello, Alicia.
It's Elise speaking.
Elise, skus, sorry, Johnny het gesê Alicia. Is Darren Scott in die bolspan, hoe gaan dit?
Goed en met jou, Darren?
Baie goed, dankie, baie goed. En baie dankie, Johnny het
Jy wil
my...
met Piet praat.
Ja, Johnny het gesê jy het 'n boodskap gestuur, baie dankie daarvoor.
Geen plesier hier, so sy hoor.
Okay, dankie.
Dankie, bye-bye.
Bye, Elise.
Bye-bye.
Hello, Darren. How
Hello,
are you?
Piet. Yeah, very good in yourself, my friend.
No, right. Carry
Yeah,
on, man.
that's good. Are you chilling, or are you still busy with a whole lot of things going on in your life?
Yeah, I'm constantly busy. It keeps me young, and because I've got a beautiful young wife as yours.
There we go. And she sounds beautiful on the phone as well. So thanks a lot for taking some time out of your busy schedule to have a chat to us briefly today, Piet. And I mean, I know you've been busy with other interviews as well, but there's probably no one better to talk just about the Oscar Pistorius case in terms of now that we've had an investigating officer up on the stand as well, bearing in mind it's a bail hearing only. I mean, just what is your general thoughts about what's been going on? Because as everyone we've spoken to, you know, there's so much outside interference from media and people's theories and stuff like that. It's got to be very difficult to focus on the facts.
Yeah, you see, that's why it's a bit difficult about that also, Dan, because of this, you heard this version, then that one. So it's difficult to jump to conclusions now, definitely.
Yeah. I want to just ask you, I mean, with what's come out from yesterday when Hilton Botha was on the stand to today, where now obviously and we've got to remember these were charges which were dropped and now apparently reinstated, and this clearly came from a media source who revealed this. I mean, is that admissible in court anyway? Because none of the prosecution, the state nor the defense knew anything about this, didn't bring it out. Otherwise, they would have brought it up yesterday. Neither did the judge. So, I mean, how admissible is this in the first place?
Yeah, you see, Dan, the thing is, I felt that due to the fact that I think his commander, should have put him in that predicament to go to the witness. He'd rather appointed somebody else, an investigating officer. Because you know how it goes during bail hearing. They try and attack your
integrity, credibility,
your geloofwaardigheid,
your trustworthiness, your integrity. Yeah,
that's fine, and that's what they will go for bail hearing, because you can testify in hearsay, as you know, that's also admissible in bail hearing. And I would have, if the commander should have then shouldn't have appointed him as an investigating officer.
Yeah, so you say that in the first place that shouldn't have happened, but because of this pending case that is.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, I would have definitely. Say I was a commander.
Yeah.
On this second, I wouldn't have appointed him as an investigating officer. Definitely not.
All right.
Not that they want him to know he's not being found guilty.
Yeah.
But always, you know how the people, the defense counsels, they can play with this type of things.
Yeah.
You understand? And they can test you on any level.
Yeah.
Not even about the merits of this specific case, but also as you as a person.
Yeah.
In person.
Were you surprised that neither the state nor the defense actually knew anything about this pending charge?
Yeah, well, actually, I should have informed the prosecutor.
Hilton Botha himself should have informed the prosecutor.
Yeah, of course he is, because he had to. Of course, he should have been consulted with. He did. Hopefully, he did consult the prosecutor. But I know Gary now. He would have consulted with him.
Yeah.
I felt he should have just informed him.
Yeah.
That he must be aware, so he can't be caught off guard, you know.
Apparently he thought, that the matter was done and dusted and afgehandeld. So he put it from his mind.
Yeah, you see, that's my problem. Then again, when did they reinstate the charges?
On the
4th of March, on the 4th of Feb.
Of Feb.
Op 4 February, apparently, is when they were reinstated. But surely, I mean, if they reinstated, they would notify you.
He didn't know, he said.
Yeah, of course, they would have notified him.
Yeah. It's very bizarre.
But then, definitely, I would have, in that circumstance, say I was in that position, I would have definitely let the prosecutor know.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't have to put the prosecution or the court in a predicament when that came out during the hearing.
Yeah.
During the bail application.
Yeah. Just in terms of
that was my
that's what obviously if you're in that situation, that's what you would have done.
no doubt, definitely done.
In terms of yesterday's cross-examination with the investigating officer, I'm not talking about Hilton Botha in particular, but in any case where these things come out, like for instance finding spent cartridges in the toilet where they never saw it but the lawyers did, and there seems to be a lot of things that happened that weren't due process, in other words. Mostly, right?
Yeah, no, I do.
Yeah.
But then when it come again, your priority is your crime scene.
Yeah.
If when I was in charge of the crime scene, I'll go thorough through it. Also assisting, of course, by the forensics department. But I'm still staying in charge, and I won't leave the crime scene unless I'm 100% satisfied.
Yeah. Okay,
You
so
can't afford to make such mistakes, Dan.
how does it affect a case one way or the other now? I mean, this, now that what's come out, obviously it's going to come up again in the trial. Remember, this is a bail hearing.
Definitely.
But how much does this affect the case?
Well, it's difficult for me to say. They want in mind, at the end of the day, the judge going to make the finding.
Yeah.
But that puts also the investigating officer himself and also the other members who think for the crime scene also in a predicament during cross-examination by the defense.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
he's going to go. This is all going to be now about the liability,
Yeah,
And that's the main thing. First thing is, I would have been in defense. Listen, how many experience that you have in the police? X, Y, and Z, 20, 30 years. You sure your experience of what you're doing? That you fulfill your duty in 100% on a crime scene? Have you attended so many crime scenes? Yes, and all that. And then they come respond. And that can put you in the heck of a predicament during the trial and also during cross-examination.
And Piet, from all your years of experience, did you ever have a situation where there weren't protective coverings for your shoes?
this is Piet Byleveldt. How can you ask Piet
Simon.
Byleveldt that question?
No, no, but I mean, the guy
Carries his own. What do they call them? What would someone refer to them as? Loofers or something. Which is a horrible name
Yes.
for them.
But I mean, is it a common occurrence for them to run out?
Booties. Yeah.
Yes, you mean you're referring to the shoes, sir, Dan?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
covers.
Yeah.
The shoe covers.
Listen, sir, and I'm going to mention to a certain case of mine in 92 where an elderly couple was brutally murdered in Ridgeway with a hammer
Yeah.
by 3 guys. And I'm saying, when I arrived in the crime scene, I was appointed to take over. And I even found some footprints outside the house. So, if I was in charge of a crime scene, sir, I'm telling nobody is attending that crime scene unless I'm 100% sure. Then I will call the people in.
Yeah. Well, there we go. I think
That's a high price for profile cases. Not even high, but any case.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, even the housebreaking.
Yeah. Well, that's
That's
the
why
thing.
you're a detective. You're there to see what information you can gather on a crime scene.
Yeah.
The smallest piece of evidence you can gather the crime scene, at the end of the day, that can lead to a secure conviction. That makes the task of the court also much easier, as well as the prosecuting team as well.
Absolutely.
I'm not here to criticize the police, Darren.
No. We understand that
Don't
completely.
get me wrong, but still, I'm very adamant. During
Yeah.
my career, I was really, just on crime scenes, I was,
Thorough.
I was tough on the guys.
Yeah. I just want
Nobody would have just walked into my crime scenes, I'm telling you now.
I just want to ask you, Piet, and just based on the sort of going back to the core of the case as well, and you'd know based on the law, and this is something that maybe and the argument is that as a mistake he didn't know what legally he could do in a situation like that. So, in the hypothetical, as it's been put out in his statement as well, that you feel threatened and you fire 4 shots through a bathroom door, not knowing who's behind there. The law of the country, just explain it to us. I mean, do you have a right if you, and to what point do you have a right, or at what point do you have a right if you've got a firearm to actually fire a gun at somebody else, whether they're behind a door or in front of you?
But firstly, your life must be direct at stake. Definitely. Your life in person, then you're entitled to fire. Even, and also a member close to you, so if that person's life also in direct danger, possible, you can see those people most probably can be killed, then you're quite entitled to act and even if need to be, kill the person.
Yeah.
But your life's got to be directly at stake. You can't shoot somebody when, say, for instance, housebreaking, he jumped out of your window and he ran away and you shot him in the back. That's that's taboo. That law's changed completely.
So,
But your life, or somebody, or your family, or the children's life, must be directly in danger in your presence.
So, I mean, then and what, once again, is how do you qualify whether your life's in danger? Because you might feel you hear a noise in the house, you're adamant that someone's there, but you can't see them, it's dark, you can't see them, you have a gun with you. What do you do? What does a general member of public who might not even be averse with the law, what is the process to follow then so that you are within the law before you end up in a situation like this?
Still, again, you've got to make sure about yourself. You have to establish 100% what is the situation, what noise was it? Was it definitely somebody in the house? At least you must identify somebody. You can't, maybe just a shoe or a chair was shifted in the house or something from the wind. You can't just find shots randomly. You first you have to face that person directly, definitely.
And I mean, do you advise people then in that case to go either who's there, or try and make a citizen's arrest, or say, I have a gun? Do you have to warn somebody? Because I've heard bizarre cases of people, and this is completely different, but at the same token, if someone continually robs your house or your car, and you leave poison there, and they drink the poison while they're robbing your house again, you are the one that's up for culpable homicide or murder.
No, they will charge you formally for murder, not culpable homicide, and straight murder.
Straight murder.
Premeditated. They want to mind you planned this beforehand.
Exactly, yeah.
That's murder, straight. I'm saying that's life sentence.
Yeah, and this is basically the crux of what Judge Naya is really going to have to decide upon, with all the other things that have happened.
I think that's what he's not think, but that's the point he's going to decide.
Yeah,
I'm just talking about the bail hearing itself.
Yeah, after all, that's all we can talk about right now because the trial hasn't even started yet. Yeah.
Because at this stage is just to see whether he will be able to stand his trial. That's number one.
I mean,
that's a finding of, and if he's going to interfere in witnesses. Also, a very important aspect, I've given evidence in several bail hearings. If you've got a strong case, I know for a fact, I would have testified that I could see that also made a huge impression on the court itself. But then you've got to prove that you've got a strong case.
Yeah.
I can't just testify and say, listen, I've got a strong case. I've got to lay the facts 100% out in the court, even during the bail hearing. That's so important.
Yeah.
But you also got to motivate on what grounds do you say you've got a strong case.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, that's the crux of it, and that's with all the, as we say, with all the stuff that's coming through social media. And are you on Twitter?
No, but my wife is.
Oh, is she? Okay. Are you not on Twitter by choice, or because I'm sure you'd have a lot of followers? I mean, if you were on Twitter.
Yeah, I believe no, but I believe but I'm not on that. They're from an old school. They don't even know where to.
Yes, do nog briewe, nee.
Yeah. But she is on it. But you are on Twitter as well, Dan.
Yes, I am
all the time.
Twitter, yeah.
All of you guys. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
yes.
definitely look.
Right.
Piet, I just wanted to ask you, I was very fortunate to attend your book launch, and it's John speaking. I just wanted to find out how the book is going. It was a wonderful read.
Nice meeting you. Now listen, John, excellent. I'm telling you now. It's still going.
Fantastic.
I thought it was riveting.
It's a lovely book. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
How many sales? I mean, how many sales have you done of that book? Because it must be. I mean, that's a worldwide, right?
Looks like I've seen now over 60,000.
That's
Wow.
fantastic.
Yeah,
Well, that's awesome.
It's still going.
Yeah.
Well, Piet, we really appreciate you taking some time out today to obviously you've got the expertise, you've been down this road,
thanks,
you've been
man.
in this situation. We really appreciate your time.
Hopefully I was of some assistance to you guys.
Absolutely.
It's going to be interesting to see, Piet, sorry, before you go, what forensics come back with and how this plays out in trial.
Yeah, you see, the major role is going to play here is the ballistics.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's so crucial.
Yeah.
It's very specific to ballistics.
Yeah.
All right, they form part of forensics, and forensic, as I know, blood samples, all that. But the ballistics, that's going to be crucial.
Yeah. Piet Byleveldt. Yeah.
Okay, Darren.
Yeah,
Dankie,
Byleveldt for you.
guys, man.
Nice
Thank
chatting
you,
to you as well. We really appreciate it. Have a great weekend, and please send love to your lovely lady.
And I hope the Blue Bulls win. Thank you.
Yes. Thanks, Piet. Cheers, man.
Thanks, man. Bye.
Byleveldt. What a nice guy. Piet Byleveldt talking to us today and clearing up a couple of issues. And I think that's the key one that we were talking about right now is the whole issue around when are you allowed to take out a gun and shoot at somebody when you feel threatened. That's the bottom line. And I think that's what Judge Naya is going to make his decision on, and then you bring in whether it's premeditated or panic or whatever.
This is Balls Visual Radio. Darren, Simon, Kate and John. Weekdays from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Central African Time. balls.co.za